Mister, can you tell us how you start your career from the beginning?
Okay, that's a good question. Actually, if you look into my background of studies, um, I started as a software engineer. I've learned in my universities as a software engineer, which is totally different with cybersecurity.
Yeah.
But it happened to me. There is an opening that I just randomly tried. I attend for the interview, and I believe that time that boss, I mean that then my managers that time perhaps saw my potential and assigned me to this role. So I would say uh, 80% lucky and 20% maybe my skill or my degrees in IT. And it happened along the way. I did not start directly in cybersecurity. Actually, I started with on-site oil and gas company whereby I've been assigned to station in oil and rigs vessels and offshore.
Mm.
So I stayed there doing some IT related works, telecommunication works. And along the way, during my stay on board, because usually when I stay on board, minimum stay per trip is almost 2 months in offshore. So I have lots of time on boards, during our free time. And during that time, beside doing my works, on my free time, I learn a bit about cybersecurity, and then I develop the interest. And from there, I tried learning online. That's the only thing that I can do in offshore, right? There's nothing much to do. So I used that free time to learn about cybersecurity, and later on I pivot my career into that area because it is really interesting.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you for the answer, sir.
Yep.
Uh, I've noticed that you say you are learning from online. Yeah,
Yes.
right?
Yep.
You are learning from online. It's from YouTube or paid course like Udemy or what, sir?
Okay, yeah, that's a good thing. I mean that I did not limit myself to just a website like YouTube or Udemy. There's a good way to start, but also there is another way. For example, if you let me if you're curious or love solving puzzles, or you really like about technologies, maybe you can also not learn but also participate in online competition, like capture the flag, or you learn about you participate in any cybersecurity's problem solving activities online. And that is a good way or different way of learning about cybersecurity, because cybersecurity is about solving a problem or
Yes.
solving a puzzle.
Yeah.
and and by developing that interest, you will be more you know forward thinking on solving that problem and get the satisfaction when you're able to resolve it. So that's the way, because I'm more a person of seeing and also doing things. So that's the way I've learned things, not just listening to online classes. So that's what I do.
Okay. So you just try to watch the online course, maybe from YouTube or Udemy, and then you try it by yourself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, okay, okay, I got it,
Right.
sir.
Interesting.
That's really impressive.
So, uh, what's make you uh, first? You said you begin the career from software engineer. So, what's
Yes.
the reason you change to become a cyber security?
Um, well, that's a good question actually. Actually, for me, since I really love about technology and being a cybersecurity, not just about hacking system. It's about I wanted to give some analogies. Cybersecurity is a huge field. There is a lots of variety.
Mm.
Some people, maybe I will mention few of jobs in cybersecurity. There is some area where there is a role called security analyst. Security analyst, it works like a detective, watching for attacks and figure how to stop them.
Mm.
Other than that, there is a penetration tester, whereby we call them is ethical hackers who try to break into system, find their weakness before the bad guy do. And there is also a single responder. In single responder, it is what we assume like a firefighters, dealing with breaches or dealing with any attacks when it happened to the company. So there is only a surface of what cybersecurity jobs looks like. So and it's really interesting. So there's more, and there is a people who build the system, secure system, not just a system, but a secure system. Create a policies whereby you ensure that the system that you develop, the system that you secured is really, really good. And also there is a people that focusing on educating people to avoid being hacked. So it's a very vast, very huge potential of working, and it's really interesting if you be in that. So that's what interests me a lot to be in cybersecurity.
Okay. Thank you for the answer, sir.
Yep.
And I'm kind of curious, what
Yeah.
is the track path to becoming the cyber security? Like, how can I to be a cyber security
From the beginner,
from the
from zero.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. For me, the best way to start is in school. I mean that do not wait until you outside while searching for work to be in cybersecurity. For me, the best way is to be part of internship program. You do internship. It is a good way to learn about real work experience. You can look, for opportunity to be part with the security company or any IT departments. Maybe, as I said before, I told you about a competition online whereby you participate in any cybersecurity competition online. There is one we call CCTF, which is Capture the Flag. It's a competition whereby you solve puzzle and you di- you test your skill about cybersecurity. And also, I think for the students or for everyone that do not have any experience in cybersecurity but really interested to do that, start your own project. Try to set up a home network and try to secure it. And maybe you can try to hack your own system and see if your, let's say for example, just for fun, maybe you can see your school computer club if there is any that related to cybersecurity. And if not, try to have one and create some interesting activities and invite people to participate. So I believe that is the best way for you to learn about cybersecurity. Besides besides using any free resource online, like what you mentioned before, there is Udemy, there is YouTube. There is also a website that is really really good about cybersecurity. We call Cyber Array. You can also look into Science Institute or WAPS for course and material. There is a paid version and there is also a free version. So it's up to the um, people on how they wanted to enter, but just be creative on how they wanted. Just do not focus on learning online only, but try to do some different way to develop the interest on cybersecurity.
Uh, Thank you for the answer, sir.
Yep.
Before you say, try to maybe try to do with cybersecurity that you've learned on online, but how we can try it? Maybe if we are a programmer, we can create a simple website.
Yes.
But in cybersecurity, what we can do for the tester?
All right, that's a good start. That's a good way. If you have a skill of a programmer, that's a good way. That's a good way to build a strong foundation, which is the basic system. Programming is a must, and beside that, you also need to have a little bit of networking skills, operating system skills, and programming. Because in cybersecurity, let's say for example, if you wanted to be a ethical hackers or penetration testers, um, having a good programming skill is a must. You have to develop your own scripts to do some certain attacks. Let's say, for example, when you do web application attacks. So you can focus on that. Um, you can build your own system. There is a lot of online system or online contest. Maybe I can let me share. Let me. There is also a website whereby you can test. Um, you can test a system. They okay. It is called Pentester Lab, and also Try Hack Me. It is a system or a website whereby you can use your programming language, your understanding on programming, or any programming language, and try to hack the system, maybe via the database, which is SQL injection, or maybe via JavaScript, and by vulnerability of PHP system, and a lot more. You can review those website and you can get started. There is lots of steps, there is lots of stages that you can do, and I believe if you go through that step and stages and able to achieve and resolve the problem, you will get more idea on what you can do in cybersecurity.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, okay.
Interesting. So when I see your biography, you have
Yeah.
a lot of certified in networking.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
is networking is something must to learn in cybersecurity as programming skills?
For me, it's a good added value when you have that skills. Networking is whereby you try to. The networking is a core activity in any IT organization. It is where you learn about how packet flow, how data move from one side to one side, whether the data that you move, whether it's data in rest or data in transit, whether it is encrypted or not. So having understanding in networking is really good for you to be a good cybersecurity personnel. But if you do not have that, um, having a good experience in programming is also a good thing. You don't have to be expert in every area in cybersecurity, but you can be specialized in a certain part. Let's say, for example, you wanted to be a penetration testing. You can focus on be a specialized penetration tester in web application system, whereby you really need to understand the programming, the programming language of it. You have to develop not just on one language but multiple. You learn about Python, you learn about JavaScript, you learn about PHP, and you have to be master of that. I think that's also a good way. If you are unable to develop your skill in networking, so that is my take on that.
Oh, so so we have to be a expert programmer to become a cybersecurity.
Yes, I would say that it. But I believe for a student before they enter any job in any company, right? It is impossible for you to be master at limited time. Develop your skills along the way and keep on learning and keep on developing your own project, and also have lots of attending a lots of conference, attending a lots of event that related to cybersecurity, so that you get the idea, and do not start with one specialty, because IT is a very fast industry and very fast technology, and technology is moving uh, day by day, and you as a IT personnel also need to be ready for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in cybersecurity, ini apa sih? Tadi apa sih namanya?
Cybersecurity opportunity.
I'm sorry, sir. I forgot the I forgot
It's
the
okay.
question. Tadi mana ya? Uh, okay, so did you just experience maybe you work on a company that uh, some hacker want to hack the data from the company, did you just experience how to how to secure the data in the company?
All right. That's a good question to ask. Okay. In my previous company, there is one incident whereby the organization was attacked by ransomware.
Hmm?
And initially, when the attack happened, everyone was panicked. So me, as a cybersecurity expert in that company, first of all, you as a focal point, you do not need to be panicked. You have to be calm. You have to remain composed to ensure that you do not create any additional panics.
Hmm.
First of all, what we do is we initiate what we call a cybersecurity incident response plan. We initiate that first, so to ensure that there is no interruption to the operation of the company. While having that, we also need to coordinate with my team to ensure that uh, where the attack come from, which is in this case is ransomware, right? So it happened to be that there is one users that particularly click an email that have a ransomware inside it, and it's already attacked in the network. So when we already activated the incident response plan, there is a step and there is a role for everyone to do. So I have to coordinate. You as a security analyst try to find the root cause of this. You as a people in let's say for example a networking engineer try to block this system before it forward to other departments or other branch officers. You coordinate everything, and then you communicate with your stakeholders, internal stakeholders, external stakeholders, and also to the public. Because when you've been attacked, when the company been attacked by the ransomware, it will reduce not just your integrity, but also your reputation as a company. Because when the attack happen, it will lock your system, it will lock your data, and it will impact huge to the company. So since we have a proper incident response plan and a proper business continuity plan, so when we activated that, we have a disaster recovery plan. Inside that plan, we have a disaster recovery plan. That disaster recovery plan help us to tackle for this situation. So once we isolated the issues, we activate our disaster recovery plan, we communicate properly with people, and then try to ensure that my team work as what their role inside the plan. And also me as a lead or as a manager for that company, I have to ensure that my team do not burn out, because when that incident happen in that organization, it's really tiring. It's really taking a toll for the people to work to resolve the problem immediately, because people will keep on asking you. So by doing that, we managed to resolve the issues within less than 2 hours. We managed to get our data back, and we managed to stop the ransomware from, expanded to other system, or expanded to our more critical data. And I would say there's a huge huge achievement to our team, because we managed to resolve it within a limited time. So that's part of my experience in my previous company.
Oh, okay. Thank you for sharing your experience, sir.
Yep.
So, you just noticed about the ransomware that maybe if someone click a suspicious link, that link will be attack the computer.
Yes.
So, have you ever have a client that wants you to maybe solve the problem that they got hacked by ransomware? So all the data from the server is just encrypted by the hacker, and the
Yes.
client wants you to open the encrypt. Have you ever experienced it, or have you ever negotiate with hackers?
All right. Not just to go for your the second. I tackle for your second question first. Negotiate with the hackers. Well, I do not have direct experience work with them, because usually they will not expose themselves, and there is no need for us to interact directly with them. But in this cybersecurity worlds, let's say for example, if you wanted to have an effective cybersecurity posture in your organization, right? One of the things that you need to do is the ability to do threat hunting or threat analysis.
Mm.
And there is a saying in cybersecurity: to capture a hacker, you must use a hacker to
Yeah.
to 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 help the organization. So,
Very,
uh,
very important.
uh, for me, there is an a general understanding in cybersecurity segment. If you heard about a company in Russia, there is a group of there is a one a very good company in Russia. They call it IDN. This company started off with the group of hackers. Initially, they do hacking for fun. They do hacking for money, but end up they turn it their their motive, their vision into a proper white hackers companies, whereby they help with their skills, with their knowledge, they help people to catch other hackers that attacking your organization. So when there is an issues related to ransomware, whereby the company been attacked by them,
Mm.
well, first we need to understand what is the severity of the issues. If the data 100% already encrypted by the system, by the ransomware, and the users already restarted the servers, the users, I mean, that the client already try themselves first without having proper incident response plan, and there is 100% no way to recover that.
Wow.
So
Oh.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's now 100%. So we can assume their data is 100% lost. And to make things worse, they do not have any good disaster recovery. They do not have any backup for their servers. And if that happen, I just say to the client, there's no way, you have to start from the scratch. And there is one incident for that happened in Malaysia. Not my company, but there is also any agency in Malaysia, whereby they do not have any proper plan, they do not have any proper backup, they do not even have a competent IT personnel working in their companies.
Mm.
And when the ransomware happened in their organization, they do not prepare at all. And at the moment, until now, they suffered almost 1.5 years of loss of data, and they are unable to recover it. They tried to engage with multiple white hackers people to resolve their data. They also tried, like I mentioned, hacker from Russia as well to help them recover the data, but it is not possible. When ransomware happen in your organization, the only way for you to open the file is by having the decryption code by the people that sending the ransomware. And without that code, you are unable to open the files. But in order to get the code, you have to pay them, right? And being a bad hackers, when you pay them, they will definitely not give you the codes. They will asking for more. And that's what happened for that company. They tried to pay the hacker as well, and they still did not get the data. So that's a bad way. What I wanted to say is the best way is to prevent it from happen. Have a good mitigation plan and be ready when you been attacked. So that's my take on that.
wow, wow.
Okay, okay. Thank you for the answer, sir.
So
So
maybe
we just got one
get
from
what?
sir. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was
Oh,
late because there is some kind of accident.
Yep,
can
And
you
it's okay.
can you
Are
introduce?
you good
good
now?
now? yeah,
He's
Go
good,
ahead.
but can
Okay.
you introduce yourself
yeah.
to Raffi?
So let me introduce myself.
Yeah.
My name is George. You can call me George.
There's okay.
George. George.
Okay.
And I was in I was born in Banyuwangi, and now my major is as a designer.
Okay.
Okay,
All
all
right.
right,
That's
that's
good.
good. So what have you guys been talked to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
right
now
now
we've
we've
been
been
discussing
discussing
about
about
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
industry.
industry
In overall,
overall.
I would
I would
say
say
the
the
industry
industry
of
of
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
in
in
Indonesia
Indonesia
would
would
be
be
pretty
pretty
much the
much the
same.
same.
Mm.
And
And
also
also
we
we
talk
talk
about
about
how
how
you
you
can
can
be
be
part
part
of
of
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
as a
as a
student
student
after
after
that,
that.
and
And
then
then
what
what
is
is
the
the
challenges?
challenges? Oh,
Yeah.
I see, I see.
Yep.
I've heard a little bit about cybersecurity that if you become a cybersecurity job, I've heard that the salary is so
High
high.
salary.
Yeah, it did offer a good remuneration, a good salary,
Mm.
but it also come with the headache and
Oh,
also
huge
huge tons of works to do.
I
So
see.
yeah.
Mm,
Well,
Well,
just to
just to
share
share
with
with
you,
you,
right?
right?
Maybe I
Maybe I
can,
can
give
give
you
you
an
an
insight
insight
of
of
what
what
is
is
typical
typical
day
day
of
of
someone
someone
working
working
in
in
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity. You know,
Usually
usually
it
it
depends
depends
on
on
the
the
specific
specific
job.
job.
For
For
example,
example,
a
a
security
security
analyst
analyst
maybe
maybe
spend
spend
their
their
most of
most of
their
their
time
time
doing
doing
monitoring
monitoring
security of
security of
system,
system.
looking
Looking
for
for
suspicious
suspicious
activity
activity
or
or
investigate
investigate
potential
potential
threats.
threats.
That's
That's
what
what
security
security
analysts
analysts
do,
do,
and
and
they
they
need to
need to
work
work
24
24
by
by
7. There
7.
is
There
a
is a
shift,
shift,
and
and
you
you
just
just
do
do
some
some
monitorings.
monitorings.
Um, on other
On the other
hand,
hand,
let's say for
let's say for
example, a
example, a
penetration
penetration
tester,
tester,
they
they
might
might
running
running
some
some
vulnerability
vulnerability
scan
scan
tools.
tools.
mm,
They
They
maybe
maybe
try
try
to
to
exploit
exploit
weakness in
weakness
the
in the
system,
system,
try to
try to
find a
find a
weakness in
weakness
the
in the
system
system
in
in
web
web
application,
application,
in
in
network
network
system,
system,
and
and
whatnot.
whatnot.
And
And
maybe
maybe
they
they
will
will
also
also
do
do
some
some
writing
writing
of
of
reports
reports
to
mm,
to report
report
their
their
findings
findings
of
of
exploits.
exploits.
mm.
Other
Other than
than that,
that,
people,
people,
let's say
let's
for
say for
example,
example,
people
people
working
working
in
in
incident
incident
response
response
plan,
plan,
incident
incident
response
response
team,
team,
they
they
could be
could be
dealing
dealing
with a
with a
live
live
attack.
attack.
They
They
maybe
Oh,
maybe
trying to
trying to
contain the
contain the
damage
damage
that,
that
this
this
is
is
the
the
people
people
that
that
work
work
with
with
me
me
to, to
to
tackle
tackle
the
the
ransomware
ransomware
issues.
issues.
oh,
And
And
also
also
they
they
try
try
to
to
figure
figure
out
out
what
what
and
and
how
how
it
it
happened.
happened.
So
So
the
the
cool
cool
thing
thing
about
about
this
this
is
is
it
it
is
is
usually a
usually a
mix
mix
of
of
you
you
working
working
in
in
technical,
technical,
and
and
also
also
you
you
do
do
some
some
problem
problem
solving,
solving.
and also you
Also you
need to
need
do
to do
some,
some
good
good
communication
communication
with
with the
people.
people.
So
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 that's
that's
what a
what a
typical
typical
day
day
of,
of
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
I see, I see. So, what is your job now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
right
now,
now
I
I
have my
have my
own
own
company.
company.
As a
As a
consultant
consultant
of
of
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
And
And
currently
currently
I'm
I'm
running
running
that
that
as a
as a
full
full
time
time
job.
job.
Wow.
Yep.
Yep.
Time job.
No, I'm kind of curious. What's cybersecurity people can do it? Which is cybersecurity can take a job from a freelance, right?
Yes,
Yes,
yes, you
yes, you
can do
can do
so
so
as well.
as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So, uh, what is the most cybersecurity people doing? That just like, yeah, what's cybersecurity do
Usually,
usually doing?
usually.
Um, in
In
what
what
term
term
that you
that you
wanted to
wanted to
understand? I
understand?
mean
I mean
that,
that
in related
related
to
to
do
do,
is
is
it
it
a
a
day-to-day
day-to-day
job
job
like
like
I've
I've
mentioned
mentioned
before,
before,
or
or
you
you
wanted to
wanted to
know
know
what is
what
the
is the
career
career
path
path
for
for
cybersecurity?
cybersecurity?
Like,
Like the job, yeah, like the job in cybersecurity.
what do they
Okay.
do?
Well,
Well,
it
it
depends
depends
on
on
the
the
role
role
itself.
itself.
For
For
me,
me,
I've
I've
do
do
multiple
multiple
roles
roles
since
since
I've
I
started.
started.
Well,
Well,
the
the
advantages
advantages
when
when
you
you
have
have
basic
basic
like
like a
network,
network
networking,
networking
and
and
infrastructure
infrastructure
skills,
skills,
you
you
able
able
to
to
touch your
touch your
hand
hand
on
on
multiple
multiple
segment
segment
in
in
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
because
because
everything
everything
need to
need
be
to be
secure,
secure,
right?
right?
Yeah.
So
So
you
you
have to
have to
develop
develop
understanding,
understanding,
and
and
also
also
understand
understand
and
and
get
get
full
full
visibility
visibility
of
of
what
what
your
your
infrastructure
infrastructure
in your
in your
organization.
organization.
You
You
have to
have to
do a
do a
lots
lot
of
of
learning.
learning.
You have
You
to
have
do
to
a
do a
lots
lot
of
of
referring
referring
and
and
studying
studying
initially
initially
to
to
ensure
ensure
that you
that you
have
have
full
full
grasp
grasp
of
of
what
what
is
is
in
in
your
your
organization.
organization.
The
The
most
most
important
important
thing
thing
when
when
you
you
wanted to
wanted
be
to
a
be a
cybersecurity,
cybersecurity,
when you
when you
work,
work,
right,
right,
you
you
have
have
to
to
know
know
and
and
have
have
full
full
visibility
visibility
of
of
what your
what your
organization
organization
have.
have.
Let's
Mm,
say,
Let's
for
say, for
example,
example,
in your
in your
school,
school,
right?
right,
Hmm.
mm,
To
to
scale
scale
down
down
the
the
understanding.
understanding.
If
If
you
you
have to
have to
know
know
what
what
your
your
school
school
have,
have,
you
you
need to
need to
know
know
whether the
whether the
company has
company has
firewall,
firewall,
what is
what
their
is their
architecture,
architecture,
what is
what is
their
their
servers
servers,
and
and
how
how
their
their
servers
servers
work,
work,
numbers of
numbers of
users,
users,
number
number
of
of
staff,
staff, numbers
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 of
of
PCs,
PCs,
endpoints
endpoints
that
that
have in their organization. You have to know everything. so that you can be an effective cybersecurity personnel. And for me, the most important thing to be in this industry and stay relevant is to keep on learning and never stop studying, even you when you're already working.
Yes, I see, I see. When did you start improve your skill about cybersecurity? Just like from the beginning to start your career about cybersecurity stuff.
Well, I have developed that interest from early stage during my studies.
Hmm.
Um, it's just I did not anticipate that it going to be my full time careers. Uh, like I said, I
I
always
always
do
do
some
some
extra
extra
learning,
learning,
extra
extra
studying
studying
about
about
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
Try
Try
to
to
do
do
hacking for
hacking for
fun
fun
initially.
initially.
Participate
Participate
in
in
online
online
competition
competition
just to
just to
test my
test my
skills
skills
and
and
also
also
meet up
meet up
peoples.
peoples.
During my
During my
days,
days,
whereby
whereby
social
social
media
media
is
is
not
not
as
as
boom
boom
as
as
what
what
we
we
have
have
right
right
now,
now.
the
The
only
only
thing
thing
that
that
people
people
in
in
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
communicate
communicate
is
is
using
using
forums.
forums.
And
And
when
by
using
using
forums,
forums,
you
you
learn a
learn a
lot,
lot,
you
you
learn a
learn a
lot.
lot.
You
You
meet
meet
up
up
people
people
online
online
and
and
also
also
offline,
offline.
and
And
then
then
you
you
attend a
attend a
lots
lots
of
of
networking
networking
session
session
and
and
collaborations
collaborations
and
and
also
also
conference
conference
to
to
get
get
to
to
know
know
more
more
peoples.
peoples.
And
And
by
by
doing
doing
that,
that,
it
it
happened to
happened to
me
me
that
that
I
I
can
can
improve
improve
my
my
skills
skills
gradually.
gradually.
I
I
learn
learn
new
new
things,
things,
and
and
after
after
I
I
meet up
meet up
new
new
peoples,
peoples,
I
I
try
try
to
to
relate
relate
what
what
I've
I've
learned
learned
so
so
far
far
and
and
improve my
improve my
skill
skill
along the
along the
way.
way.
Hmm. Okay. Is it difficult uh if I start as a designer from now and being to be a good cybersecurity?
No,
No,
I
I
have
have
a
a
friend
friend
that
that
work
work
in
in
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
and
and
become
become
one
one
of the
of the
top
top
cybersecurity in
cybersecurity in
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
Mhm.
And
And he
he
don't
don't
even
even
have a
have a
degree
degree
in
in
IT.
IT.
He
Oh,
He
was
was
a
a
different
different
field at
field at
all.
all.
But
But
the
the
difference
difference
between
between
him
him
and
and
other
other
people
people
is
is
the
the
interest.
interest.
He
mm,
He
become
become
really
really
obsessed with
obsessed with
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
His
His
obsession
obsession
is
is
until
until
he
he
drop
drop
out
out
his
his
studies
studies.
wow.
in if I'm
If
not
I'm not
mistaken, he
mistaken,
was
he was
studying
studying
in
in
chemical
chemical
engineering.
engineering.
Mm.
He
He
dropped out
dropped
their
out their
studies,
studies,
did not
did not
finish his
finish his
studies,
studies,
and
and
focused his
focused his
work
work
in
in
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
He
He
Oh,
started
started
off
off
applying a
applying a
job
job
with
with
very
very
low
low
pay
pay
just to
just to
prove
prove
his
his
skills.
skills.
And right
And
now,
right now,
he's
he's
one of
one
the
of the
top
top
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
personnel
personnel
in
in
Malaysia.
Malaysia.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
I
I
think
think
it's
it's
not
not
impossible for
impossible
you
for
to
you to
be
be
in
in
that
that
field,
field
as
as
long
long
as
as
you
you
really
really
have
have
good
good
interest
interest
up
up
until the
until the
point that
point that
you
you
are
are
obsessed with
obsessed
it.
with it.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
it's
it's
possible for
possible for
you.
you.
okay, thank you.
So, you said before you have a friend that didn't have any degree in programming or in IT, but have interest much in cybersecurity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, the international company, we the international company they need cybersecurity, right?
Mhm.
But is it okay to be in cybersecurity but didn't have any degree? Is the company want to accept us?
That's
That's
when
when
your
your
mini
mini
project
project
or
Mm.
your
your
other
other
ways
ways
of
of
showcasing your
showcasing your
skills,
skills,
showcasing
showcasing
your
your
skills
skills
to
to
the
the
potential
potential
clients.
clients.
And
And
that
that
is
is
what
what
my
my
friend
friend
do.
do.
He
He
cannot
cannot
give
give
you a
you a
degree
degree
in
in
IT
IT
because he
because he
doesn't
doesn't
have it.
have it.
But
But
what
what
he
he
did
did
is
is
he
he
gave
gave
an
an
overview
overview
of
of
what he
what he
can
can
do.
do.
Oh, proving his
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 skill.
skill
skill
is
is
in
in
penetration
penetration
testing,
testing, web
web
application
application
testing
testing
only.
only.
He
He
focused
focused
on
on that.
that.
So
So
he's
he's
really
really,
really
really
good
good
in
in
SQL
SQL
injection,
injection,
and
and
he
he
really
really
put
put
much
much
effort
effort
doing
doing
that.
that.
And
And
when
when
he
he
interviewed for
interviewed for
that
that
company,
company,
what he
what
do
he do
is
is
he
he
showcasing
showcasing
his
his
capability
capability
of
of
doing
doing
web
web
application
application
pen
pen
testing,
testing,
and the
and the
company
company
really
really
like
like
him,
him,
and the
the
company
company
end
end
up
up
paying
paying
him,
him, a
a lot
lot
with
with
his
his
skills.
skills.
So I
So I
think
think
it's not
it's
an
not an
issue
issue
for
for
you
you
uh, if you
if
do
you
not
do
have
not have
any
any
degrees.
degrees.
I'm not sure how Indonesia IT industry looks like, but in Malaysia or in others company overseas, they really appreciate your skills, your contribution to the community related to cybersecurity, rather than your degree. Degree is just an opening door for you to get an interview. But in the end of the day, the most important thing is your skills and your capability to do the work for that company. I mean, that's the reason you work, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the most important thing.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you for your answers, bro.
Okay.
Um,
So I'm kind of curious that, as you said, technology is berkembang. It's growing, is growing day by the day.
Mm.
So will cybersecurity can be changed by the AI? That's
That's a good question. Actually, when you talk about AI and cybersecurity, it is not replacing, but is complementing.
oh,
Cybersecurity is a industry whereby the more devices, the more equipment connected to the internet, apart of laptop, phones, and PC. Now we have a lot of IoT, right? Whereby you can connect your car, your PC, your car, your refrigerator, your home, and everything going to be called smart. Cybersecurity is going to follow that trend. So when AI improving, showing improve in trends in IT industry, cybersecurity will always follow that. You always need to secure your things that connected to the internet. And I believe cybersecurity will always be relevant as long as IT technology keep on improving, keep on growing. So the complex the IT technology is, then it give more importance to the cybersecurity for any company, for any person per se.
mm. So, mm, from several majors like designer or programmer, why you choose cybersecurity?
Uh,
Because
I really love it. That's the only thing. The reason why I choose it. And it's not because of work or because of career. If that's the only motivation, I think I will have move to another better industry. Because in cybersecurity, the work is very hectic, is very tiring, but is rewarding for me.
Well,
So
so
if you do not have a
a
lot
lot
of
of
interest, or you do it just for the sake of money, I think you will not last long in this industry.
wow.
mm,
So you have to have a big interest in what you
Really,
want.
yeah. Big interest and become obsessed with it.
Wow.
Mm,
nice. Yeah.
that's good advice, sir.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, okay.
So as a cybersecurity, uh, do you need to work in the office, or you can work from your home, such as remotely?
You can work anywhere. You can work anywhere. When you have developed certain skills, when you already have developed certain trust within your organization, or when right now I have my own companies, you can work anywhere. You can be a digital nomad. You can work anywhere as long as people can reach you. You can reach people's. Right now what we are doing right now, we have a meeting remotely between Malaysia and Indonesia. I think is that the location is not the location of where you work is not a barrier for you to do your things. I think that's one of the reason I been in this industry. You can work anywhere.
Wow,
Okay, okay.
flexible job, right? So,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
with this flexibility,
Mhm.
uh, is you need to on in about 24 hours?
No, no, no need to be your 24 hours. I mean that being in this industry for quite some time, I think I know when is the most important thing to be available, and when there is no need for you to be available. There's no need for you to be 24 by 7. But still, it depends on your job role. let's say for example, if you work in security analyst, right, you have to be on standby always because you are monitoring a live attack. So it depends on what role or what job you do in cybersecurity. Well, I believe when you work as a programmer as well, it doesn't guarantee that you will work 5 to 9. Sorry, 8 to 9, 8 to 5. You maybe have to work more than that. So it depends on the company itself. It depends on your job. It does not, it does not always 8 to 5 working hours. Maybe you have to do more, especially in IT.
Mm.
So what else you doing except for cybersecurity?
Okay. Well, I have a few other companies as well. Beside IT, I have a travel agent company. I have a small time consultation company as well. Just to divert myself from IT. So I have some others hobby as well to do beside that. So yeah, I try to do things that out of my comfort, just to expand my horizon, expand my perspective, um, and try to improve my skills besides IT.
What about, have you ever interest about programming, web programming, or like web developing, just like code using Visual Studio Code stuff?
Yeah, okay, that's also a good question. Even though I was in I have a degree in software engineering, I did not put much effort in my programming. I did not have I can read codes, I can read script, I can create scripts, but I think that is not my forte.
Oh.
So that people didn't interest on your I mean just like Tan is more interest in your cyber security in your portfolio.
Yes. Yep.
I see.
Have you ever thought that maybe you can open online course maybe to teach people about cybersecurity? Have you ever thought?
Okay. That's the reason also. I've participated in as a freelancer of a freelancer trainer for cybersecurity. As you can see, there is two certificate right now I'm teaching, which is certified ethical hackers and also security specialist. Um, to open classes, I think there is more people can do better than that. Try to teach online courses, because for me, when you wanted to be a cybersecurity, you need to have some acknowledgement, or by having a having a good certificate to let people know that you are competent and able to do that works. If I wanted to open the classes, maybe my classes can teach about basic cybersecurity. But the most important thing for people, especially for fresh graduate or people that wanted to enter the cybersecurity, is for them to have a certificate to let people know that he or she can do that work. So I'm open to that opportunity, but I think there is a better option out there.
Yeah, okay.
And do you think network engineering is have a kind of connected with cybersecurity thing?
Network engineering, yes, of course, yes.
Mhm. Just like a company, have you ever heard about Telcom?
Telcom, okay.
Yes, it's like climbing towers, and also it's similar about cybersecurity.
It's not similar, but it's a part of being
being
in cybersecurity. As I mentioned before, if you wanted to be a very good and highly effective cybersecurity personnel, you need to have full understanding of what is IT is all about. Everything, not just cybersecurity, but also about programming, about networking, about developing, about testing. Every segment of IT. If you have lot capability, a lot of understanding, understand more concept about IT, then you can be a very good cybersecurity. Because cybersecurity is trying to protect not just people, but also you're trying to protect your data, your maybe your company money, and also your reputation of the company. So those things is important for cybersecurity. When you sort of like become a police or you become a detective, to avoid hackers attacking your organization. So you have to know as much as you could for the company that you work, so that you can be a very very good people.
Mm.
Uh, uh, Sir, have you ever experienced failure on your career? Like maybe some example, maybe one company need to make a path to the cybersecurity, or maybe make uh, secure data, but
Mhm.
you fail to secure their data. Have you ever experienced it?
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good
good
question to
question to
ask.
ask.
To
To
say
say
I
I
have
have
a
a
smooth
smooth
sailing
sailing
or
or
perfect
perfect
career
career
is
is
not
not
is
is
wrong.
wrong.
I
I
mean
mean
that
that
yeah,
yeah,
there's a
there's a
time
time
when there
when
is
there
a
is a
failure
failure
happen.
happen.
But there
There
is
is
one
one
occasion
occasion
whereby
whereby
there
there
is
is
people
people
being
being
attacked by
attacked by
phishing,
phishing.
and one
One
of the
of the
staff
staff
click on
clicked
the
on the
phishing
phishing
email,
email,
and
and
it
it
happened
happened
that
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 staff
staff
have
have
low
low
awareness
awareness
about
about
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
Mm.
Um, when that
When that
happened,
happened,
the
the
I
I
think
think
the
the
limitation that
limitation that
I've
I've
done
done
is
is
I
I
have
have
during
during
that
that
time
time
we
we
do
do
lack
lack
of
of
awareness
awareness
about
about
cybersecurity.
cybersecurity.
So
So
that
that
staff do
staff
not
do
have
not have
any
any
idea
idea
that
that
he
he
already
already
clicked a
clicked a
phishing
phishing
email.
email.
Mm.
He
He
worked
worked
in
in
finance
finance
company,
company,
and
and
he
he
ended up
ended up
giving the
giving the
hackers I
hackers I
think
think
almost
almost
seven
seven
almost
almost
1
1
million
million
1
1
million
million
ringgit
ringgit
to that
to that
hackers
hackers
without
without
ever
ever
recover
recover
back.
back.
He
He
didn't
didn't
know
know
what to
what
do
to do
when
when
it
it
happened.
happened.
He
He
gave
gave
personal
personal
information.
information.
He
He
really
really
trust the
trust the
email,
email,
phishing
phishing
emails,
emails,
and
and
he
he
ended up
ended up
giving the
giving the
monies to
monies
the
to the
hackers.
hackers.
And
And
it
it
was
was
a
a
it was a bad
bad
experience for
experience for
me.
me.
And
And
from
from
that day
that day
onwards,
onwards,
we
we
keep
keep
on
on
improving
improving
our
our
uh, ways
ways
of
of
doing
doing
awareness to
awareness to
people to
people to
ensure
ensure
that
that
people do
people do
not
not
fall
fall
similar
similar
issues
issues
like
like
what
what
happened.
happened.
Okay. So you just noticed about the phishing email, right? It
Yes.
is
Yes.
like a fake email that contain a virus.
Mhm.
Common people, maybe I think cannot see the difference between the real email and the fake
Yeah.
email.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you tell us how to see the difference between that email?
So that we know which is the
Safe.
fake and
Uh,
which is the safe email.
Okay.
Okay.
The
The
best way
best way
to
to
know
know
whether
whether
this is
this is
a
a
fake
fake
email
email
or a
or a
legit
legit
email,
email,
first the
first the
content of
content
it.
of it.
Sometimes
Sometimes
the
the
content
content
is
is
really
really
dodgy
dodgy
or
or
really
really,
really
really
weird,
weird.
and there is
There
lot
is a lot
of
of
grammatical
grammatical
errors.
errors.
mm.
Oh yeah.
And
And
also you
also
can
you can
look
look
at
at
the
the
address
address
link
link
that
that
the
the
address
address
is
is
unusual
unusual
address
address
link.
link.
And
And
usually
usually they will
the
the
email
email
will
will
force
force
you to
you
do
to do
some
some
action.
action.
Mm.
That's
There's
also
also
that
that
is
is
kind
kind
of
of
a red
a red
flag,
flag,
and
and
also
also a
a
a
potential
potential
phishing
phishing
email.
email.
Um, and apart
Apart
of
of
that,
that,
it
it
also
also
trying
trying
to
to
force
force
you
you
in
in
that
that
content of
content
the
of the
email
email
to
to
do
do
the
the
action
action
that the
that the
hacker
hacker
want.
want.
So
So
if
if
you
you
know
know
this
this
basic
basic
red
red
flag,
flag,
then you
then
will
you will
know
know
that
that
it
it
is
is
of
of
phishing
phishing
email.
email.
The
The
most
most
important thing
important
for
thing for
you
you
is
is
to
to
question
question
everything.
everything.
Do
Do
not
not
trust the
trust the
content.
content.
Oh.
If
If
the
the
content
content
was
was
suspected
suspected
from
from
is
is
it
it
is
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 suspected
suspected
from
from
your
your
friend,
friend,
try to
try to
verify
verify
it
it
from
from
other
other
means.
means.
Let's say,
Let's
for
say, for
example,
example,
try to
try to
verify
verify
from
from
phone
phone
calls,
calls,
try to
try to
verify
verify
by
by
other
other
means,
means,
Mm.
contact
contact
via
via
WhatsApp,
WhatsApp,
contact
contact
via
via
Teams,
Teams
to
Mm.
to
ensure
ensure
that
that
the
the
content
content
is
is
legit.
legit.
I
I
think, for
think, for
example,
example,
if
if
you're
you're
working
working
in
in
finance
finance
department,
department,
you
you
control your
control your
money,
money,
and there
and
is
there
a
is a
phishing
phishing
email
email
that
that
asking
asking
you
you
to
to
give
give
certain
certain
information,
information,
click
click
this
this
link to
link to
make a
make a
payment.
payment.
Oh.
tried, as a finance people, that guy have to contact the vendors whether this is a legit transaction, whether this is a legit email or not. Try to do that. Try not to trust everything. The
Mm.
best way in cybersecurity, the best concept in cybersecurity is zero trust. Do not trust anybody
Oh.
because it's in digital. You cannot see people. You cannot see. Right now in AI you can do a lots of things, right?
Yeah.
The best way is to verify using other means. So when you do that, then you can minimize the potential of being attacked by the hackers.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, do you have some tools or website to testing the website is legit or not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Usually for what we call for that situation is email security. And the best way to do email security is not testing from certain website. You have to deploy a solution. You have to deploy a technology, be it a system whereby it can filter every emails before it's sent to you, or the other way around, and this is the cheapest way, is to educate yourself.
Mm.
That's the best way. You have to educate yourself to identify whether this is a phishing email or this is not a phishing email. Beside that, you have to deploy a solution. We call it email security, whereby all the email will go into that appliance first or that system first. That system will use AI, will use their algorithm to understand whether this is a phishing email or not before it released to the users. So that's a so you can do it automatically or you have to do it manually.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's the way. Yeah.
I want to ask you something like, is the security in our phone or our laptop, like Windows Defender, is it enough to prevent from the ransomware and phishing, from the virus? I mean, maybe for us, like for me, I like to download a pirate game maybe from the pirate website. We don't know if that website have a virus or something that's bad. So, uh, uh, is it the phone can handle the security as can handle the virus from the website maybe
But
if I click some links?
Mhm.
usually if you search some kind of website,
Mm?
isn't it there is a warning about that website is has a virus in it?
Uh, Sometimes it have a warning from the Google, and sometimes it doesn't have a warning.
Oh yeah, true,
Yeah,
true.
just like I use some website like APK Modi. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's secure or not, but I've downloaded many app from that is secure.
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
But sometimes I feel like my phone I don't know is hacked or not.
Mhm.
After I click some links to download, it will appear some random ads in my phone.
Mhm. Mhm.
Is it some
Uh,
virus?
yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Well, when you wanted to talk about secure, there is no way 100% foolproof that you can secure yourself
Mm.
from any attacks or any ethical any hackers that wanted to attack you.
Mm.
The only thing that you can do is to minimize their capability, make it hard for them to attack you.
Mm.
For me, as
As
a
a
cybersecurity
cybersecurity
personnel,
personnel,
since
since
I
I
did
did
mention you
mention you
previously
previously
about
about
zero
zero
trust,
trust,
right?
right?
Mm.
So you
You
cannot
cannot
trust
trust
everything.
everything.
Mm.
In
In
fact,
fact,
when
when
you are
you are
using a
using a
pirated
pirated
software,
software,
you
you
already
already
put
put
your
your
trust
trust
into
into
that
that
developer.
developer.
And
And
this
there
is,
is,
I
I
would
would
say
say
it
it
is
is
wrong
wrong
for you
for
to
you to
use
use
that
that
kind
kind
of
of
system.
system.
It's
Yeah.
It's
really
really
open
open
up
up,
really
really
compromise
compromise
your
your
system.
system.
You
You
open
open
up a
up a
door,
door.
you
You
already
already
secure
secure
your
your
places,
places,
but you
but you
open
open
a
a
very
very
big
big
hole
hole
for
for
people to
people to
enter.
enter.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
just,
That's true.
the
the
best
best
way
way
for
for
you
you
is to
is to
close
close
that
that
hole.
hole.
And for
For
me,
me,
I
I
think
think
using a
using a
pirated
pirated
software
software
is
is
not
not
just
just
a
a
part
part
of
of
Hi.
giving
giving
people
people
to,
to, a
a part
part
of
of
avoiding
avoiding
people
people
to
to
attack
attack
you
you
by
by
the
the
malicious
malicious
application.
application,
Mm.
But it
but it
also
also
wrong
wrong
for the
for the
developer
developer
itself.
itself.
If you
If
are
you're
a
a
programmer,
programmer,
right,
right,
you're
you're
developing a
developing a
very
very
good
good
product and
product and
people
people
use it
using
for
for
free.
free,
It's
it's kind of
diminish
diminish
your effort or the developer effort of developing the system. So it's not fair for them as well. So yeah. So I think in the future, please avoid using pirated software, and use original software.
Yeah, the pirate software is not good. I just do it in my childhood maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Uh, is there any application or software that can maybe make hard to prevent the hacker to hack someone? Like we say before, the example like phishing
Mhm.
email.
Mhm.
Maybe common people will didn't know that was a phishing, and when he click that links, it will control the computer. Is there
Mhm.
any application that can prevent from the hacking, like maybe some authorized or etc.
Yeah. I mean that when talk about that, if there is a lot of software, or there is a lot of tools in the market
Mm.
where you can protect yourself from phishing email. But the most important thing is not using a tool or using a software. The most important thing for you is to educate yourself.
Mm.
Be vigilant. Be
Mm.
mindful of what is the content that you read and you want to take action on. Because if there is a tools to prevent the hacker from attacking,
Mm.
there is
There is
always a
always
hacker that creative enough to modify or to overcome it. So the best way is for you to educate yourself. You have to be ready and always be vigilant before being attacked by people.
So we have to be more extra careful
Yeah,
to
yeah, you have to be extra careful about that.
stop
Yeah.
sabotage. Okay.
Okay,
Mm.
okay, okay. Uh, maybe some content creator, like a big content creator that didn't have any manager. He managed all the content, YouTube channel by himself. Uh, if he used one device only to take a email, take a photo, video, or something, uh, is it secure to do that? Maybe or we need a second device. Maybe the first device is the common we use, and the second device is for the tester. Maybe if the some suspicious email come, we will test in the second device. Did we need that?
Mm, there is no there is no 100% right or wrong of doing things. As long as the most important thing is for you to know what you do,
Mm.
um, use what you have, and also be mindful of what you are doing. I think using one phone or two phones doesn't really matter as long as you understand what you do. Being in cybersecurity, if you wanted to avoid people uh, attack you, you have to prevent it from happen. So the most important thing is to prevent things from happening instead of trying to
Mm.
defend yourself when you've been attacked. So
Oh,
preventive is more important.
oh, okay, okay. I mark it down.
Yep.
Mm. So that means that every application or website, is it really uh, for web developer or application developer, is
Mhm.
it really important to put just like a cyber security thing to
Yes. In in current environment, it's not just about developing, but you have to secure develop.
Hmm.
And that's the most important thing. And when you secure develop, you can ensure that people that using your system
Mm.
is safe. The
Mm.
system is capable
Capable
to
to
repel
repel
any
any
attack,
attack,
or
or
it
it
can
can
prevent
prevent
from
from
any
any
script
script
kiddies.
kiddies.
The
The
people
people
that
that do
that
that
just
just
run
run
and
and
do
do
hacking
hacking
for
for
funds,
funds
um, to attack your
attack your
system.
system.
So
So
just
just
let's say
let's
for
say for
example,
example
as a
as a
programmer,
programmer,
right?
right?
Try to
Try to
explore
explore
on
on
how to
how to
develop
develop
your
your
system
system
securely
securely
instead of
instead of
just
just
completely
completely
developing the
developing a
system.
system.
focus on developing secure application. That's a good way to be a good programmer.
Thank you for your advice.
Good advice.
So have you ever heard about Bjorka hacker?
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
Yeah, that's
Recently
fine.
he, or I don't know, he or she, he just hacked another company, I think, and there is a data about um hmm?
that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that NPV.
citizen
Yeah,
data.
that citizen data.
Yeah.
Dude, what's your opinion about that?
Well,
Yeah.
it's a major attack. It's
Mhm.
really disastrous,
Mhm.
and it
Mhm.
is not good for the company, right?
Yeah.
But some hackers, like I said, they they do they have different motivation. Some people do hacking for fun. Some people do hacking to prove a point, or some hackers do hacking because it was being paid by someone. So I'm not sure what is the motivation of these hackers, but for sure it's damaging the reputation of that company. So it's a really bad situation to be in. And I believe
Agree.
their cybersecurity personnel in that company really in a bad situation right now.
True.
Okay.
Mm.
So, can you give us the best advance in opportunity in the cyber security?
Give us some advice.
Um, what I would say is don't stop learning
Don't stop.
That's lovely.
and become obsessed with what you like. Become obsessed, not just love what you do, but become obsessed.
Mm.
So that is my advice on that. When you become obsessed, you will put your 100 or maybe 200% of your effort to that. So that is a good advice
Okay.
for me. I believe
Okay.
that is what I've been doing.
Okay, that's
Thank you.
Okay,
advice.
okay,
Thank you for the
thank you
advice.
very much for the advice.
Okay,
So
so
So,
the times is
okay,
the times is out, sir. Thank you for
Okay.
sharing
yeah,
your opinions, your experience. Thank you so much for that.
Right.
yeah, we are so
Appreciate.
being grateful for can be sharing with you.
I hope
Yeah,
your company become a successful and more bigger.
All
yeah.
right. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you
Okay.
for having me for today. It's a really good session, and I really enjoy it.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Okay,
And
so
see you
uh,
in
All right. Okay.
okay, so
You.
Closing, closing, closing.
and thank you for letting us talk with you. I see you
Yep.
in next meeting.
okay,
All right. Okay.
And
Thank you. Okay. Bye
bye
bye.
bye.
Okay, so
So see
Assalamualaikum
you in the
warahmatullahi
next.
see you in the next meeting, sir.
All right. Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
wabarakatuh.